Morning, everybody. Happy Friday. Interesting week for all of us. It was an interesting welcome home experience for me, for sure, on that. But I wanted to just share with you briefly kind of where we are and tell you how much I appreciate all of you. First of all, this last week was really intense on communication, emails, phone calls, texts, etc. I think that will begin to subside a little bit. There still will be, but we just had an interesting week with the governor's call and what the feds are doing, etc., and all the regulations. The intent, obviously, from our side is to keep you informed, and sometimes we might overdo it, but we will always keep you informed. That's our mission. Thanks for your understanding and patience with that. In reference to what I've witnessed this last week in walking around and talking to people is just simply amazing, and I've been really moved. One is that the common threads running through all of the conversations from you is that family is priority one. Talked about that last week, and we've talked about that before, but your families, that yourself, your own personal health, and that of your families, and and others that we come into contact with is important. Secondly, the support for our Bray family. We are a family here of about 110 people within the organization. I've been so impressed where I've heard the stories of somebody saying, came in and helped me on this. I was having a tough time dealing with something, either personally or professionally. Most impressive. And lastly, and just as important, is attentive to the needs of our customers and clients. It is unusual times. It is challenging times, but it is impressive how we are staying on top of the needs of our clients and customers throughout the organization. Impressive. I appreciate that. Appreciate all you're doing. Challenging times, I think they'll continue. I think that's just reasonable to expect and be ready for, but we can adapt. I'm a believer that with challenging times, opportunities come with challenges. Sometimes greater the challenge, the greater the opportunity, but I'm a real believer. I reminded myself of a story that was told to me a few years back, and I'll just share it briefly about opportunities that come with challenges. Parents discovered their young boy out in the pasture digging through by hand in a big manure pile. They raced out to see what was going on and quite concerned, what's going on? And so, why are you digging through that big manure pile? And the little boy said, with all this manure here, there must be a pony down in here somewhere. And I've never forgotten that little story. Possibly made up, but I remind myself that story. So we got to be mindful of opportunities that can exist. We got to open our eyes to them, and sometimes we might have to dig for them. That's just the way it is. A brief, interesting experience for me. I'm not the best tech guy. We all know that. You all know that. But I experienced my first virtual birthday party this last Wednesday. I have another one tonight with a grandchild at 6 o'clock. It'll be interesting, but it's fun. It's just the way we adapt to, etc. I wanted to briefly cover just a couple other things, then I'll get off the video with you. But the community outreach. Many of you in my visits and from our leadership team have asked, what can we do? What can we all do individually and as a company for community outreach? Thank you to Stuart, who helped us launch the Kids Aid Lunch Project, and those schedules that we had available filled up in literally seconds. So Stuart's gone out and looking for more schedules availability, and he'll keep everybody posted. But thanks for those of you that have volunteered thus far and those that still want to. That's part of what we are. The other side is the larger Boulder community outreach. We're working on it. It'll probably be a week or so before we can really feel that we have some definitiveness about it. But it'll be a bold outreach, and Bray will be taking the lead on that. We'll continue to look at other volunteer projects and bring those to our attention through any one of the people that you respond to at Bray. Let us know, because we'll check it out. That's partly who our company is. It's part of our core values is community. So thank you for that. Lastly, I wanted to, it was interesting driving to work this morning. It was raining, and it may still be raining outside, but it reminded me of a little plaque that I have on my shelf amongst other plaques in my office. I see phrases from time to time, and they mean something to me, so I buy the plaque or I take a picture and I have cards made, etc. But this one that I reminded me of the rain I looked at, and you can't see it, but it says, life isn't about how to survive the storm, but how to dance in the rain. And we've been learning along the way how we dance in this rain with all of the changes and the concerns that we have. We're getting better every day about dancing in the rain. The sun will be out soon for all of us, and that'll be a different day. But meantime, we need to be focused, one, on ourselves, on our brave family, and attentive to the needs of our customers and clients. I can't say enough about how moved I've been this last week in experiencing this company and the charge that everybody's taking forward. It's just really impressive. So I would say thanks for all you're doing. Enjoy a wonderful government-sponsored weekend at home where we can. And I'll hope to see you all soon somewhere. Bye.